Hello and welcome back to an exciting video. Today we have a collection which I purchased recently off eBay for $300 Australian plus $15 postage. It should be 21 Fire Leaf Green cards, which I'm really excited to check out. So let's see what is in here. So it looks like we got some raw binder pages, which are not the best way to ship cards because they can fly out, but not the worst either. And so far so good. This is what was advertised. So theoretically, well, according to the listing, there is 4 foil cards. So there's some sleeves here because the first foil card we have is Ditto. Now, these were listed as moderately played, but I may have gotten incredibly lucky here, because that is a very nice condition Ditto by the looks of it. It's like pretty good. I think what these are is the contents of 2 packs, because it has that ratio of holos to reverse holos to regular cards. So we've got, actually maybe that's, have I immediately disproved that? Is that a rare? Yeah, maybe 3 packs, I guess. But 3 doesn't go into 23, does it? Never mind. Throw that theory out. Dodrio? Is that also a holo rare? It is. Interesting. So, I'm not sure. Anyway, there's some more bulk here, which I'll get to. But let's skip to the card that I am really interested in, which is this guy here. So we have a Gyarados EX. Oh, it's actually already sleeved, I think. I think it's easy just to pull it out. Oh, have I actually got really lucky here? This is the reason I wanted this collection in particular. Is Gyarados EX. Yeah, so it's not perfect, but that is really nice though. That's a lightly played Gyarados EX from Fire Leaf Green. That's really cool. Alright, I am very happy right now, because this card probably, there's one right now that's moderately played on eBay for $250, I think, $240 maybe. So this whole collection was $315. So the idea was to sell basically everything other than Gyarados, and by rough calculations, I think I would get the cost down to about $130 for that card over a couple of years. The Squirtle was also actually, but yeah, so it looks like all the holos have been sleeved. This one's come out nice actually. So we have a Ghastly, which is actually a really good holo to reverse holo to get. These are going for about 80, 90 at the moment in decent condition. And this one is in very nice condition. They're not like packed fresh, but like cards hold up pretty well just in a binder for 20 years. As long as they're not being taken out, messed around with too much, they actually stay pretty nice. And then the last foil is Ponyta, which is selling for, I think, about $20 at the moment. These Fiery Leaf Green have one of the most unique sort of, well, it's not even a reverse holo, it's like a alternate holo pattern. The background of the energy cards, really unique. I think it was 2 sets I did this for, maybe. I think Hidden Legends might be the other one. So yeah, again, like, lightly played. I mean, you could maybe say near mere, lightly played. Nice Ponyta, but like a beautiful, beautiful binder card. Like if you just want a binder collection, this is all I want for my binder cards. Beautiful front eye appeal. Perfect. All right, so the rest of the cards are mainly just bulk, but there is value. Like, my opinion on these old, like, EX era cards, and basically anything before X and Y, I don't think any card before X and Y is truly bulk. Basically, they all have value. Well, any Pokemon before X and Y. This is a really classic Jigglypuff. I think I had this in my childhood collection. Looking at Over the Sea. Meowth. I'll probably sleeve all these up after I'm finished recording. And then list them when I get time. I'm so bad at listing things. But once you've listed them, then they will sell eventually. I'm still selling cards I listed like 2 years ago, which is always satisfying when it finally sells through. Rattata. Classic art again. At one stage, I actually wanted to complete this set fully, but I kind of gave up a few years ago. And the main reason was this set, unfortunately, contains a Charizard, which is Charizard EX, which is insanely expensive. Since I sort of gave up on it, that's a mean looking Spearow, that one. The value of the Gengar EX has also exploded the last probably year. So that's now kind of unobtainable to get the Gengar. Then there's also the Blastoise, there's the Gyarados, which I now have, which is really cool. Yeah, this Squirtle is actually worth quite a bit for some reason. I think this is like potentially like a $40 card. I'm not sure why exactly, but again, like this one's, yeah, you can probably get away with near mid. It's pretty good. Some minor corners, which honestly is probably just the cutting they did back then. Cute art, cool card. We have a potion. I mean, even this might have some value, who knows. So yeah, I gave up on collecting this set, but I now have the Gyarados, so if I ever happen to come across the Charizard and the Gengar, that's a really cool Doug trio. Charmeleon always sells for a little bit more than the average Pokemon. Classic artwork. But this dreamy looking Metapod in the forest. These are all really nice condition. The listing was moderately played, so you have to assume that they're going to come, you have to assume they're going to be one stage worse than you actually are listed. So when you buy cards that are moderately played, you have to assume they're going to come heavily played. And then sometimes you get lucky like this, and they actually come lightly played to near mint, which is really cool. Wartortle. I think I had this one as a kid as well. I might have had the reverse holo. I might still have that somewhere. Reverse holo Wartortle. And then finally, one of my favorite Bulbasaurs. This one's not worth nearly as much as a Squirtle, which is surprising to me. Maybe it's been printed. Maybe, actually, I think this is in a deck. That'll be why. Yeah, this was in the Fire Red Leaf Green deck. So that'll be why there's more copies, because each deck would have contained 4 copies of the card. So, the Ditto is so cool as well. I actually don't know if I want to sell this Ditto. That's really clean. I think this is about a $60 to $70 card, but I am very tempted not to sell this. This is one of those rare collections where I don't think I can make, unless I sold the Gyarados, and then everything else is probably basically free, but there's no way I'm selling this Gyarados. It's so cool. I really love cards from this era. So, yeah, I think that basically wraps up this video. If you love these cards as much as I do, let me know what you think. Do you have a complete set of Fire Leaf Green? Do you want to? Oh, actually, before I end, I was going to show off the other cards I have from this set. So, if I can get them out of the top loader, I do have Mr. Mime EX. This one I actually pulled as a kid. This is there's actually 2 Mr. Mime EX in this set. For whatever reason, they put 2 of them in. And I think kind of similar to the cards in this collection I just bought. This has been in a binder for like 20 years before I took it out a couple of years back. So it's still like near mint card. Obviously Mr. Mime not that popular, but I think it's cool. And then middle of last year, probably the best collection buy of my life, I managed to get this card, and basically, long story short, I managed to get back the money within 7 days what I paid for the collection. And so this was completely free, along with like 10 or 12 other really cool cards. There's Venusaur X. Now this one has a massive crease down the middle, so it is not near mint, but I think it would still make a decent binder card. Yeah. And honestly, like even the Venusaur is so expensive. So I do have 3 EXs now from Fire Red Leaf Green. Maybe one day I will complete the set. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.